After the Misfits boxing event on November 28th, viewers seemed to be sick of KSI's antics. When he got on the mic, he began ranting and once again released his rage and contempt for DanTDM, perhaps because Dan actually has a functioning hairline.
DanTDM, he came at my company, I defended myself, and I'm seen as the bad guy. When you disrespect my company, you disrespect me. So screw DanTDM and screw Gib.
All of this because of a tweet by Dan. To make matters even worse, whoever was watching the main event of AnEsonGib vs Slim found KSI's commentary was heavily supporting Slim. So much so that Gib uploaded the version of the fight without KSI commentary, and people were very happy to see that. Gib had been calling this fight him versus the Misfits, and KSI didn't like that, leading to him making some posts before the fight. He even said this right before the fight.
Who's excited to see Slim knock out Gib? Yeah, well, screw Gib. This man has been coming at my company for months saying that he wants to take down Misfits.
Gib came out as the victor. However, KSI was later on the Sidemen podcast and used a strategy he's used multiple times before, saying he was joking.
So we got your commentary, KSI on the commentary.
Well, I mean, for the bit, yeah, I was just making sure Slim.
You're a bit of a villain, aren't you, really?
Well, I mean, I had to play the CEO role.
You're a rage baiter.
Well, essentially. And I just did the whole, like, promo and everything. I thought the promo was cool. I thought it was different. Basically, we're just trying to add a bit of WWE.
Who even knows what to trust when it comes to this five-head haver? At this year's Game Awards, the winner of the Fortnite Island competition was announced, with Murder Mystery taking the cake. This award is basically for the best player-created Fortnite map. However, when the winner of the competition was announced, they showed the island code on screen, and it was some Indonesian guy's phone number. His phone was blowing up, but it surprisingly wasn't hot babes trying to get with him. It was stinky Fortnite players. He eventually made a confused Facebook post asking people to not contact him. I guess Epic Games was too busy wiping out Tomato Town to notice. Jake Doolittle has found himself in yet another controversy. In his recent video criticizing Tyler Oliveira for supposedly using disabled people for content, he went on a long rant about how not a single content creator he's been in contact with has ever donated to his charity, Never Stop. What exactly brought up this tangent we still can't figure out.
I watched this entire video, I took notes on this entire video, and I have counter arguments to back up everything that I'm going to say. And I also want people to know that in regards to my nonprofit, I have never taken money out of that nonprofit to pay myself ever. I'm gonna make a later video about this, but no influencer has ever donated to Never Stop, ever. These are people who are doing 10 to 20K brand deals who cannot give the $500 that it would cost to help somebody for a month.
Doolittle was rightfully called out for trying to blackmail creators into donating to his charity. I mean, who's this guy trying to tell people what they should do with their money? Especially when he himself has acted shady when it comes to his income. For example, he didn't properly disclose that when people buy his merch, only 10% of the money goes towards the charity. The rest goes straight into Jake's pocket. He had to be called out first in order to properly state that information both in videos and on his website. It's no surprise people have no interest in donating to him. Following the major backlash, Jake initially did a livestream from the hospital where he complained some more about how people don't understand him when he tries to make videos that are personal to him. Apparently, Jake himself noticed what a dumpster fire that livestream was because he deleted it and copyright striked Rob's media when he re-uploaded it. Rob has since made a Google Drive of the livestream available in his community tab. Now, Jake has released a video apologizing for the entire incident and explaining his side of the story. We'll spare you the details because the video mostly consists of Jake complaining about his medical issues and blaming them for his tangent.
While in the ER, in a lot of pain, and dealing with insurance shit. Being in pain, not in a good mental state, and in the middle of talking to nurses, one of the first big major health scares that I've had. Since I started YouTube, my health has been somewhat okay. 1 or 2 surgeries in the last 3 to 4 years, whereas prior to that, there was a lot more and a lot more doctor appointments, and I felt much worse. And then I started to get pains that mimicked a lot of what I felt prior to the first round of my surgeries. So I was on the phone with my surgeon and insurance trying to get an MRI approved while waiting for results from knee scans.
He does take some accountability by admitting that he was lazy and didn't even review the final video he received back from his editor.
It was 45 minutes as a raw file, and I sent that off to be edited and thumbnailed. It came back as 15 minutes, and I dragged and dropped it into YouTube Studio, attached the thumbnail, and said, it's something to post. It's not going to get views anyways, but I might make $100 off of it.
Somehow, he keeps messing up the easiest gig in the world, reacting to internet slop and saying, "This is so cringe, don't do that." Popular streamer Sketch was recently seen on stream flexing his wealth to the same audience that helped make him wealthy. The wholesome and humble image seems to be flaking off as Sketch shows off chains, his car, and his bank account.
Those are Lamborghini keys, you little shit. What do you drive, a Volkswagen, you f***? You know, the other day I was trying to transfer money and I added a 0 onto it and it still transferred. Can you do that? Look at this. Money f***ing talks, little guy. Look at that. You'll never get one of these. You'll never get one of these. Look at that. I don't think you can see it. You see this? This is 1 year at college. If you would have got in, you little dipshit. 2,000 viewers.
It's crazy how far you can get in life when your dad is a multi-million-dollar real estate agent. It's a sad day for gamers everywhere. You can no longer throw your PAL spheres in Palworld. Apparently, the act of throwing a ball and having a creature spawn out of it is so revolutionary that Nintendo created a patent for it. Your PAL will now simply appear beside you when you summon it. Nintendo did this just recently as a response to Palworld's success and during their ongoing lawsuit. But that's not all. Nintendo is currently actively trying to pull Palworld off the market and seeking damages from Pocket Pair, the creators of the game. Are Nintendo's headquarters based in Ohio or something? As many X users know, there's been a plague of certain accounts posting various images and videos with the logo of prominent gambling site Stake pasted onto it. It became so prominent that somebody created an account to post these same images but without the logo on it. This account gained close to 200,000 followers very quickly, and it was then revealed that it was actually owned by one of the same people that had been making these posts plastered with the Stake logo. The X account known as Terrible Tweet Accounts managed to connect the fact that all of these X accounts were linked to the same Discord user. After he exposed this, the owner of these accounts actually admitted that it was true, but quickly deleted the X post. To make things somehow even more pathetic, the owner of all these accounts then reached out to Terrible Tweet Accounts and begged him to delete his tweet and say his statement was false. Bro even tried to bribe him with $700. Here are all the screenshots if you're interested in reading them. Trisha Paytas has recently made an appearance on SNL. Although she didn't host it, she was featured in a skit about Spotify Wrapped in which she was a podcast guest. Sadly, we can't show any video of the skit because SNL somehow doesn't make enough money and claims anything that even moves. This appearance has led people to dig up a clip of Ethan Klein in which she says this.
I'll take it. I'll be on it.
Yeah, you're not. You're. If you go on Saturday Night Live, I will. What's something really valuable I could put on the line? I'll cut my arm off. My whole arm.
I don't want your arm off. Jesus.
If you go on SNL, that's a threat.
Seems like he's going to be doing a live arm amputation. H3H3 did also react to her being on SNL, and despite what some people say, he seemed happy for her.
I mean, yeah, listen, she did a great job on her line. And I'll say, I wish I could show it. The crowd went crazy for her when she showed up, which was impressive. Yeah, she did good. She crushed it. She crushed it. She delivered those lines with grace and humor, and what a talent. But we're very happy for her.
That's it for this video. Let us know what you think and subscribe if you want to see more.